Lego Star Wars has done it again. Disney is ashamed of their own property with Star Wars, and that's why they can't make good Star Wars anymore. If you look at everything that they've done in the last several years, it's really all about subverting what Star Wars was. I mean, nothing exemplified this more than The Acolyte last year, which portrayed the Jedi as these like evil people who were just bringing the Sith down, not allowing them to be free, to live their best lives and live, laugh, love as Sith do, right? I mean, that was very, very weird messaging in this, that the good guys were really bad, that the bad guys were really good, and that it was just a huge mess of a thing because of that. Now, because they don't understand what the Jedi represent, they don't understand that the Star Wars original trilogy was just a very simple idea of good versus evil, and you have this sort of stuff in there. They, of course, can't just have stuff down the line just exist, right? Because the word slave triggers people. OMG. Let's get into this in just a moment. This is not the first time they've done this. This is like, this is a pattern for Disney Star Wars, and it's getting really obnoxious at this point. Just leave it alone. Just let it be what it is. It's so ridiculous. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things in science fiction here, especially when it comes to pop culture like this. I didn't like what Star Wars was doing, so I kind of made my own space adventure, guys. This is a 3-book trilogy. It's crusading in space. It does not hold back. This is like unfiltered. This is a lot of fun, high action, just high tea. You are going to absolutely enjoy this. Check this out. It's in the description below. It's been a major bestseller for me. It's called Justified Saga of the Nano Templar, and we've got a beautiful, beautiful trilogy for you. If you like the extended universe stuff that Timothy Zahn used to do, I guarantee you're going to love this. It's available on ebook, print, and audiobook for your convenience. Grab it in the description. Get the whole trilogy. Start reading today, my friends, and I'll put that for you in the description, like I said. Awesome stuff. Really appreciate everybody reading. And yes, Lego Star Wars, here's their new set, which is called Jango Fett's Fire Spray Class Starship. Gosh, it'd be a shame, if he had a name that was a little catchier than that or anything, right? And so we know that it was called Slave One in the movies. And that was it before. So ridiculous that they were doing this. Looks cool, of course, but it's just wrong, right? Because they just want to rename things because it says slave and they can't deal with it. If you don't know, the ship was in Attack of the Clones, Episode 2, when Jango Fett was there with little Boba Fett. And it was eventually, of course, then grown up and used in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi as Boba Fett's starship as well. That was a little older at that point. And so this is where it's absolutely ridiculous going on here. Yes, they are trying to change it. So Lego designer Jackson Hughes spent 6 months working on this model, and if, like I said, the Legos, they're really crushing it on the way that they look. I think that they're cooler than ever before. Though I do miss the old like Space Police and M-Tron. Do you guys remember that? Are you old enough to remember that? Leave a comment down below if you're a real Lego fan here, like I was back in the day. That stuff was awesome. If they just re-released those sets, I would buy every single one of them as they came out because I had those all as a kid, and I miss those. And I don't want to pay the stupid eBay prices for like these old sets because it's ridiculous. But those were the fun days. You didn't need a brand attached to it. M-Tron was the best. Blacktron. Yeah, you can't have Blacktron anymore either, probably because it says black in it, and that triggers people too, right? It's African-American Tron now. My gosh. So yes, this is the first time they did this was actually in 2021 when Lego released a Star Wars set called Boba Fett Starship. And of course, fans were fed up with that then. They said, this is not what you're supposed to do. This is not the way it's supposed to be. And even Anthony Austin, who, of course, played Boba Fett in the special edition version, went out and talked about this, and he called them out. He said, when applying for personalized plates, that's for my car, for the DMV, they would not allow Slave 1. The DMV wouldn't allow this because slave, oh no. Okay, I understand. I had to try, but I get it. Now that I don't understand that. It's so silly because, again, it's obviously a Star Wars reference that, it's like, this is ridiculous. The Disney idiocy, however, not buying it. Not conforming to the mouse, no siree, never going to happen. When I was growing up, I loved Disney no more. So we actually threw away Disney over this because this was something that was so obnoxious, and it is obnoxious. And of course, they're doubling down and doing it again because this is what they always do. So they're getting called out on X for it, of course, because this is such a stupid thing, and it is something that is just so obnoxious. This politically correct stuff has to stop. It is 2025. We're done with it. When we see this kind of thing, just like destroying old things because they want to change the names of things, and you see this all the time. I remember there's like I'm in California, and there's a ski resort called Squaw Ski Resort, and they don't want to disrespect the squaw Native Americans, so they changed it to like Snow Time. I don't even know what the name is, but everybody calls it squaw because it's so ridiculous. And everybody's going to call this Slave One because it is Slave One. It's never changed on this level. So here's another one. Boy, Jango Fett's Starship is sure a mouthful of a name. I wonder if he ever gave it a better one. That's a pretty funny one right there as they talk about this. $299 for this too. Legos are so expensive. That's the other thing that's like oof about Legos these days. If you're gonna buy something for $299, you better like get every single element of it right. And by the way, it's not just on the box. They have a little placard right here that says Jango Fett Starship, so that you cannot actually have it say Slave One like it's supposed to when you've got it all built and displayed, which is, you know, again, defeats the entire purpose of all this stuff. It's just like another design mockery where you're just gonna have to look at this every day. I spent $300 on this and I have to look at the Jango Fett Starship plaque as a reminder. It's something fans are just going to be pissed about all the way around. A third said, Jango Fett Starship boss, Slave One. It's and has been Slave One for decades. You nerf herders. Till some pussy at Disney decided it was offensive to call the ship by that name, and that's exactly what had happened right here. So this has been done before. Again, they've done the same thing with Princess Leia's slave outfit, which is, of course, Slave Leia is like an iconic thing that everybody talks about in culture, whether they're like big Star Wars fans or not. You can find everybody knows the Slave Leia costume. They changed it and they made merchandise for it, calling it the Hut Slayer outfit. Gosh, that has quite the rig for it as well. As you can see, they try to sanitize everything. They try to just dumb down everything. And a lot of the wokeness in SJW deal is all about corrupting and changing language. That is a big part of the cultural changes that they do. And you have to take the language back. You have to say no. A big part of what they do as well, you know, I mean, recent months we've heard them always say woke is meaningless. We don't even know what it means anymore. But everybody knows what it means. Woke is not meaningless. They want to make it meaningless. They want to make it mean nothing. And you see people like conflating it at this point intentionally on the left, like for high quality or low quality, which it means a lot more than that. It is a culture war term, which means put a chick in it and make it lame and gay. And that's exactly what they did to Slave One right here, in my opinion. It is so ridiculous that they are going this far into things. So you have to take back your language, call it Slave One, call it the slave outfit for Slave Leia, and don't let them remove the terminology of anything else, because we have to push back hard to stop this thing from happening again in the future. Enough is enough. Leave us the hell alone, Disney, and leave Star Wars alone. Gosh, what do you think about this? Are you going to be picking up this set for $300 to have a nice placard that says Jango Fett Starship? Leave a comment down below. And again, leave a comment if you're one of those old school Lego fans. Did you have all those sets? I miss those so much. I miss the pirate ones too. I loved the pirates and the Spanish. There's no way they'd have those anymore either, because, you know, the poor natives would get offended, right? It's so sad. Oh, I miss those days. Actually, you know, I'm going to tell one little story here. I had the big pirate ship back in the day, and my sister stepped on it like when I was like 10, and she just destroyed, and I couldn't build it again. It was the worst, ruined my entire life. I'm still triggered about that to this day. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. I'm going to stop before I get myself in trouble. I'll be back soon. Please grab the Justified Saga of the Nano Templar. Really appreciate you guys. Hit the like and subscribe button. See you later.